And now, live from Laurel, Maryland, USA, it's snack time.
Hello, and everybody. I have a story to tell you today. A story of hatred, a story of art, a story of greed, a story of acting, a story of phone companies. I finally got a job. My agent called me and she said, I got a job for you, Terry. It's an acting job, and you're going to get to go and do an industrial film. Now, I don't want to bore everybody with an industrial film, but basically it's like a training video for certain companies to train their employees. But you don't care. Terry, we don't care. I really don't. I just want to hear the snack. So I was doing it. I got hired to do an industrial film. I don't want to, let's just say a certain phone company called Happy Phones. Because we're not here to name names. We're not here to accuse. We're here to tell stories. So I'm not going to mention the real name of the company other than we're just going to call it Happy Phones. So my first day on the shoot, I was dressed up much like a telephone repairman, and in the shoot it was split up this way. There was two of us. One guy was cast to be the obnoxious telephone repairman, and I was cast to be the responsible, nice, customer-friendly telephone repairman. I get to the set. I'm given my Happy Phones ensemble, which included a nice bright shirt, some work pants, some boots, and a hard hat. There's more to the ensemble, but I'm not going to bore you. And the director said, "Nice to meet you, Terry. This is the crew. And if you go to the other side of the room, you'll note that we have some actual Happy Phone technicians here, and they're here to make sure that you know what you're doing and that you look like a legitimate technician. So why don't you go introduce yourself to them, Terry, and we're going to get the camera set up for your first scene." I went over and I was shaking hands. I was like, "The producer, hi, I'm Terry." And I got over to the technicians, and they were nothing more than hillbillies, people, white trash, trailer park greed, nothing more. One of them was even like, "Don't shake my hand." And so I hurt. I retrieved my handshake offer and started to be intimidated. I met the other actors and actresses who were cast as the technicians and various telephone people, and they were equally, what's a good word here? Scared is a good word, fearful of the actual Happy Phone technicians. They were all decked out in flannel, and they all weighed about 200 pounds, and they were at least 6'4", growing reddish beards, and they were mean! They were so mean, and they just looked violent, and they would literally just intimidate right from off camera, and they would even laugh while we were acting. So all of us actors were really having a hard time turning in that Oscar-worthy industrial film performance that the company so richly deserved. Happy Phones needed a good tape! And they even put me in one of those little boxes during one of my scenes where you go all the way up the telephone pole and you act like you're fixing it. Well, as I was up there, they were heckling me! The hillbillies heckled Snackboy from his telephone fixing box station. They were like, "Oh, you can tell he's never fixed a phone pole in his life. Look at that, he don't even know what he's doing with the nid box." Well, finally, this snack boy had enough. I started singing, "Just a good old boy, never meaning no harm, wanted by the law since the day they were born." And they looked at me, and they could tell they had been mocked. And they were like, "Huh? Is he making fun?" And they started quietly grumbling. And then later, we got him again until I was the sassy, beautiful black actress who was cast as telephone customer number 2. She was beautiful, people. She was a woman of color who looked just like Jada Pinkett. And when they tried to intimidate her with their prejudice, the Happy Phone telephone people, they were like, "You always such a mean one?" And the girl was playing a mean customer, and she said, "Excuse me? You there, girl, you're such a mean one." And she looked right at them, and she said sassily, "You want to find out?" That's right, people. The actors took over. We fought our battles, and justice, the wheels of justice started spinning. And by the end of the shoot, after day 2, with the Happy Phone white trash hillbilly technicians, I dare say that we had the last laugh. The actors took over, and there was no more fun making at the expense of Snackboy or our beautiful, beautiful actress or any of us. People out there, fight your battles. Don't let any hillbillies or rednecks call you a snicker. No, people, stand your solid ground. Oh, episode 100 went without a hitch. I want to thank everybody who wrote in and thanked Grandma and my mom for coming in. And Grandma's still a little nervous, but we told her she did a great job. We tried to play it on.
Cut.